Namaskar. Good morning, students. Yesterday I told you. Yesterday ನಾವು ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ವಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ರೈನೈಟಿಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮೋನಿಯಾ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೋಗೋದ್ರಿ ಮಲೇರಿಯಾ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ yes, malaria. See, this disease is commonly widely spread in the tropical and temperate region. Okay, malaria disease ನಾವು ಭಾಳ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ರಾಪಿಕಲ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅರೈಸ್ ವೈ ಟ್ರಾಪಿಕಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಟ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಮಲೇರಿಯಾ ಭಾಳ ಯಾಕೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈಡ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ tropic and temperate region means so you already know that both in the tropic region and temperate region ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. Okay, it is equatorial, ಇದು tropical region and temperate region. Okay, see highly rainfall ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಹೌದಾ. Due to the highly rainfall it is very suitable for the completion of the life cycle of the mosquitoes. Okay, mosquito breed ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತು the life cycle complete ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ it requires water. Okay, so hence that mainly environmental will be more suitable for the growth of the more amount of mosquitoes. Where there is a more amount of mosquitoes, the disease that are spreading by the mosquitoes will be obviously more. Okay, so malaria will be more. It is very dangerous disease and it is more seen in the tropic and the temperate regions. Okay, see, we will study about what exactly the causative agent which is going to cause the malaria. Okay, epidemiology, the transmission of the disease, how exactly malaria get transmitted. Within this transmission of disease you are going to study a life cycle of Plasmodium vivax. Okay, next one, what are the target organs, exactly where the target organs means your pathogens, exactly where it affects the in your body. It is affects mainly on RBC as well as liver. Okay, symptoms nodona, next treatment nodona, last ge preventive measures nodona. Okay, see first one, see malaria. So malaria, the causative agent is Plasmodium vivax. Okay, you already know Plasmodium, it is a protozoan disease. Remember, Plasmodium is nothing but it comes under protozoan. Protozoans are ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ. So it is a unicellular organism. Okay, see it is a protozoan disease. Remember, back here typhoid is caused by the bacteria, common cold it is caused by the virus. Now we are studying the protozoan disease. Under protozoan disease we are took a best example, it is Plasmodium which causes the malaria. Okay, see what they are telling here, causative agents. Plasmodium three types. The causative agents are mainly three types here. What? Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malaria and Plasmodium falciparum. Okay, among these three species, these both are not much harmful. Okay, and this is malaria, that is Plasmodium falciparum is a malignant malaria which may be fatal, means it is a more harmful and it is a more virulent. Okay, when you are comparing these both vivax and the malaria, the Plasmodium falciparum is the most harmful and it is most virulent. Okay, strain which may be fatal. Exactly coronavirus ಒಳಗೆ different types of strains ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀರಿ. Certain strains are not a deadly strains. Okay, but the certain strains are very deadly strains which going to cause a very virulency in your body. Okay, exactly same causative agent ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು 3 ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, that is Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium malaria and Plasmodium falciparum. Among these three, this only one, that is Plasmodium falciparum. Okay, it is a malignant malaria. Okay, it is a malignant malaria means it is a causing most harmful malaria ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. It is a most virulent malaria. Okay, which may be fatal, means which may cause death in the person. Okay, see we are studying epidemiology. Next comes epidemiology, means the mode of transmission, how exactly the malaria will be transmitted from one person to another person. See, it doesn't spread. Okay, means it is not a contagious. Okay, it doesn't spread from one person to other person directly. ಇದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ತರ ಇದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ for spreading it needs the vector. The vector is nothing but it is the mosquito. So how exactly the transmission takes place means if there is an infected person, if there is a any person that is caused by the malaria, if a mosquito comes and bite that person, infected person, now it is going to take the pathogens from the infected persons, and once again that same infected mosquito goes and bite to the uninfected person, so that when it's going to bite to the uninfected person, now it is going to leave the pathogens in the uninfected person. So as a result, now uninfected persons will get infected. Okay, so here vector means here it is helping in the transmission of the disease from one person to the another person. Okay, so bite of the female Anopheles mosquito. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, they are told that female. I already told you that the most of mosquitoes bite ಮಾಡೋದು ಮೇಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, female. Why female? Remember, mosquitoes doesn't feed on blood. Exactly, its main nutrition, it's mainly feed on the fruit juice as well as nectar. Okay, but hangari yaku idu blood ಮೇಲೆ feed ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ ma'am female? See, female when is pregnant, female when get pregnant, it requires a more nutrition. Okay, to get that more nutrition, she is going to suck the blood from the humans. Okay, so only the female. So that's why every time ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೈಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂತ ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋಸ್ ಯಾವಂದ್ರೆ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಮೇಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ವೈ ದ ಫೀಮೇಲ್? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಸ್ ದ ಮೋರ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ovary. Okay, that's why it's mainly suck the blood from the humans. Okay, so by the biting of the female Anopheles mosquito, it can be transmitted from the infected person to the uninfected person. So within the epidemiology, you are going to learn the life cycle of malaria. Okay, see, shall we study next term, that is life cycle of malaria. Okay, nothing but life cycle of Plasmodium vivax. How exactly? ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಲಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಅ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೋಡಿಯಂ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ now infected mosquito comes and bites to the infected persons. Now the uninfected person. So what happened when the mosquito will get infected? It goes and bite to the uninfected persons. Now it is going to leave the pathogen, and the uninfected persons, what he is going to acquire the malaria. So exactly what happens? Idella hengagutte life cycle. We will see that. Okay, see, remember, for the life cycle of Plasmodium, it requires 2 hosts to complete its life cycle. ಅದು ತನ್ನ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಸ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ 2 ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಡೈಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಡೈ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ 2. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಇಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ 2 ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ life cycle, hence it is digenetic. If any pathogen, if it requires only one host for the completion, it is called as monogenetic. Okay, if die, why they are calling as die means it requires 2 hosts. Okay, within the 2 hosts it is going to complete its life cycle. Okay, see what happened, there are 2 hosts, one is primary host and another one is secondary host. Here primary host is female Anopheles mosquito. Okay, here primary host yaudri, first host, this is the first host. Okay, first one, female Anopheles mosquito. What happened where the sexual phase of the multiplication occurs? Remember, idu nimaga guarantee CET ಒಳಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. Okay, here only the mosquito, only it having a sexual phase complete ಮಾಡ್ತೈತ್ರಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ Plasmodium vivax, the sexual phase can only be seen in the mosquito. Okay, asexual phase ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು, it can be completed in the second host, that is human. Okay, see, secondary host is human, where asexual phase of multiplication occurs. Means to complete the life cycles, it requires both the sexual and asexual reproduction. Remember, asexual reproduction of Plasmodium happens in the human, whereas the sexual reproduction occurs in the mosquito. Once asexual and sexual reproduction happens, now it completes its life cycle. So to complete the life cycles, it requires 2 hosts. First one yaudri, mosquito, second one is human. Okay, we'll see one by one exactly what happens when it enters to the primary host and when it enters to the secondary host. Okay, Okay, life cycle of Plasmodium vivax in mosquito, life cycle of Plasmodium vivax in human. We'll start from human. What happened exactly? See, think that if the mosquito get infected by biting the infected persons. ಈಗ ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋ ಹೋಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಮಲೇರಿಯಾ ಬಂದಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಆ ಮಲೇರಿಯಾ ಬಂದಂಥ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ಓಕೆ, now that female Anopheles mosquito get infected. Okay, now that infected mosquito comes and bites to the other host who is uninfected. Now the exact story starts here. Think that this is the mosquito which is an infected mosquito. Now this infected mosquito comes and bites to the uninfected persons. While it's biting, what happened? It's going to feed a blood meals. Okay, while it's feeding the blood meals, it leaves its saliva. While leaving the saliva, it also leaves the plasmodium. It also leaves the plasmodium. Okay, plasmodium parasite. Okay, along with sucking the blood, it also leaves the plasmodium parasite. Now that plasmodium parasite will be in what stage? That will be in the sporozoite stage. Remember, during the development of any organism, there will be a different types of stage. Example, in human tagondaga, you got a different types. Exactly, blastula, gastrula, morula, different stage irtavri. To complete a life cycle, nimdrog barbekandra life cycle completion agbekandra, you have got a different stages. Exactly same Plasmodium vivax ಒಳಗ it having a different stages. Okay, ಈ Plasmodium vivax ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ human ಒಳಗ, ಅದು ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ನಾಗ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ it will be in the sporozoite stage. Okay, next here I will show you. See, exactly ನೋಡ್ರಿ, when female Anopheles mosquito comes and bites, okay, now it's going to leave the sporozoites, nothing but your protozoan parasites only, and the stage will be in what stage? They are sporozoite stage. Question will arise in such a manner like which stage is called as infectious stage in the Plasmodium vivax ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷಿಯಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ನಾಗ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ sporozoites. Okay, once the sporozoites enter, so what happens now? It comes and sucks the blood and sleeves the sporozoite, which is sickle cell shaped, slender and sickle cell shaped. Sickle cell means like sickle cell in the okay. So what happens when it enters into the sporozoites? When enter into the blood, okay, blood ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ within half an hour, ಇದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ within half an hour it escapes from the blood into the liver. Why? Reason ಯಾಕ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್? ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಜೋಯಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಒಳಗೆ ಬಿಡುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಥೌಸಂಡ್ಸ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಜೋಯಿಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ವಿದಿನ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ, ನೌ ದ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಜೋಯಿಟ್ಸ್ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಲಿವರ್. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಒನ್ಲಿ, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಫಾಗೋಸೈಟೋಸಿಸ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಫ್ ಎನಿ ಪ್ಯಾಥೋಜನ್ಸ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್? ಯುವರ್ ಇಮ್ಯುನಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ acts against that. Okay, it recognize and acts against that. So if ಅದು ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇತ್ತು, these sporozoites in blood ಒಳಗೆ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ what happened? ನಿಮ್ದು white blood cells, example neutrophils mainly acts on the pathogens. They destroy the pathogens by phagocytosis. Phagocytosis means by eating the pathogen they destroys the pathogen ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಲೈಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಅಂದೇ ಹೇಳಿ, ಪ್ಯಾಥೋಜನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಗೇನ್ ದ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್, ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕ್ಗೆ ವಿತ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು ವಿತ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತನ್ನ ಲೈಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಹಾಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಂದ್ವಿ, ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಹಾಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಆದ್ಕೂಳೆ ನಾವು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಜೋಯಿಟ್ಸ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? ಲಿವರ್. ಓಕೆ, once it enter into the liver, it starts infecting the liver cells. Okay, now the sporozoites comes here and now it starts infecting the liver cells. Okay, once the sporozoites comes and infects the liver cell, within the liver cell it starts dividing. Okay, now the sporozoite starts to grow first it starts to grow and starts dividing asexually. Okay, now it starts dividing asexually. Remember, human it completes the asexual phase. Okay, that's why what happened when sporozoites comes inside, first it will grow. Later what happened? It divides asexually. Okay, when it divides asexually, it is going to form a next stage called as a schizont stage. Called as a schizont stage. Okay. Next stage is called as a schizont stage. Okay. Once the schizont stage starts growing, okay, it's multiply. Okay. What happened? Immediately the cell will get ruptures. Now the cell will get ruptures and releases the next stage called as merozoites. Okay, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಪೋರೋಜೋಯಿಟ್ ಬಂದು ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ ಲಿವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗೆ, ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗ್ರೋ ಅ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ schizont. Within the schizont it undergo the what? Asexual reproduction, that is multiple fission ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, when it undergo the multiple fission, it is going to form a thousands of cells. Once it is going to form the thousands of cells, what happened? The immediately cells rupture. When immediately cell rupture, it is going to releases a large number of cells, a large number of minute cells. They are called as sporozoites. So what happened when it releases the sporozoites? These sporozoites, it can infect again into the liver cells. Again infect ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Again this cycle again repeat ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. Again it infects. Again this cycle repeats. What? It repeats. ಇದು ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 8 to 14 days it will repeats the asexual cycle within the liver only. Okay. After the asexual cycle repeat ಮಾಡಿ later ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Certain merozoite now starts entry into the blood cells. Now ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ನಾವು ಹಗರ್ಕ ಹೋಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? Now it starts entry into the what? Blood cells. That why this stage is called as exoerythrocytic stage. Exo means ಹೊರಗಡೆ, ಎರಿಥ್ರೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ, ಬ್ಲಡ್ ವೆಸಲ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ, exoerythrocytic stage ಅಂತೀವಿ. ನೀವು erythrocytic stage. Erythrocytic means red blood cell stage. Now what happened? Now merozoites comes into the blood vessels. Now the merozoite starts gaining an entry into the RBC. They start infecting the RBC. Why? Already ಹೇಳಿ ಅದು ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ if it present in blood plasma only, there is the chances of phagocytosis. Again once again ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? White blood cells can destroy them. So it want to escape from that. So once again it want to escape from that. So it's directly infect into the red blood cells. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? Directly goes and infect the red blood cells. Okay. Once it infect the red blood cells, again it starts continuing the asexual reproduction. Again it's from the schizont stage. Again from the schizont, again the merozoites. Okay. So see here, once it infects the RBC, initially it's formed the small ring-like stage. Now this merozoites forms the small ring-like stage. It is called as early trophozoite stage. Okay, ಇದು ring form ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Again late trophozoite stage. From the late trophozoite stage, it's from the schizont stage. Once again the schizont ruptures and releases the merozoites. This is an again asexual reproduction. See, these both stage plays very important. Remember which one? Late trophozoite stage and early trophozoite stage. Ring stage means when the person is infected with the malaria, when you take that malaria, person malaria ಇಂದ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾನ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ ನೀವು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವೆರಡೂ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಾವ್ರಿ. ಯಾವುದು? ಲೇಟ್ ಟ್ರೋಫೋಜೋಯಿಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅರ್ಲಿ ರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಯಾಗ್ನೋಸ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ದಿಸ್ ಬೋತ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದು ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜು ಕಾಣಂಗಿಲ್ರಿ. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ನೋಡ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಅದು ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರ, ದಟ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರ, ಮಲೇರಿಯಾ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎರಡು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಣ್ತೈತಿ. ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ trophozoite stage. Okay, after the ring and trophozoite stage, once again it enter into the schizont stage. Once again from the schizont into the, it will ruptures and releases the merozoites. So once it releases the, again it once it releases the merozoites, again merozoites goes and infects the other RBC. Okay, so this cycles complete, this cycles goes on repeating. Okay, see, remember, while it's rupturing the RBC, it not only releases the merozoites, it's going to releases the a toxic substance called as hemozoin. Okay, toxic substance called as hemozoin. This is the reasons where exactly person starts showing symptoms. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ನಾ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗೋ ಮಟ್ಟನು ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ದಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ನಾ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನೀವು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀಯಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಇದು ಬಂದು ರೆಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರೆಡ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ನ ರಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಿಮೋಜಾಯಿನ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಲ್ಲ ಟಾಕ್ಸಿಕ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ. ನಾವ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಶೋಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ fever, okay, cough, vomiting sensation, all the symptoms occurs when there is the breakdown of what red blood cells. Okay, this erythrocytic cycles goes on continuous. Okay, so why it goes on continuous, what happen, the certain merozoites, now certain merozoites or the certain trophozoites, it doesn't enter into the recycling, it doesn't enter into the form of asexual stage. ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾವ ಟ್ರೋಫೋಜೋಯಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಆ ಸೈಕಲ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. Certain trophozoites directly goes and forms the gametocytes. Okay, ಅವೇನಾಗ್ತಾವು, now the merozoites, what happens, certain merozoites get differentiate themselves and forms the gametocytes form ಆಗವು. Male gametocyte form ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, female gametocytes. Gametocytes means the cells that are producing the gametes. ಇನ್ನು gametes ಆಗಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, gametocyte ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. Okay, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, certain trophozoite it doesn't enter the same cycle, the certain trophozoite get differentiate and forms into the gametocyte. One is for form a male gametocyte, another one is for as female gametocyte. Okay, further ಇದರಿಂದ ಈ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಒನ್ಲಿ ಗೆಮೆಟೋಸೈಟಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಫರ್ದರ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನೋ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಫರ್ಟಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಒಳಗ ಈ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ದ ರೀಸನ್ ಇಸ್ ವೈ ದ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹೈ. Due to the temperature of blood very high irodrinda, the gametes will doesn't form here and the life cycle doesn't complete here. Okay, so further the gametes form ಆಗಬೇಕು. gametocyte ಇಂದ gametes ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿ, female gametocytes ಇಂದ ovum ಆಗಬೇಕು, male gametocytes ಇಂದ sperm ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಫರ್ದರ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ it requires other host ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು, now it is called as other host is nothing but that is mosquito. Okay, so what happened, once it's formed the gametocytes, means the cells that are producing the gametes, it will remains dormant. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಟ್ಟ dormant ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾಸ್ಕಿಟೋ ಬಂದು ಬೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ಮಟ್ಟನು it remains dormant stage. So what happened next, when another female Anopheles mosquito comes and bites that infected persons, what happened, while it's sucking the blood, it also sucks the what, merozoites as well as gametocytes. Okay, now next stage will be seen in the cyclic mosquito. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಐತಿಲ್ರಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾನು ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. See, cycle in human, first what happened, first mosquito comes and bites. When it comes and bites, it releases the sporozoites, that is nothing but pathogen. It releases the sporozoites. Now the sporozoites escapes from the blood and directly enter into the hepatic cell. Hepatic means liver. Now it starts infecting the hepatic cells. Once it starts infecting the hepatic cells, what happens later, the sporozoites grows in the hepatic cells and form the schizont. Okay, once it forms the schizont stage, within the schizont it undergoes the asexual reproduction, that is multiple fission. Once it undergo for the multiple fission, now the schizont ruptures and releases the merozoites. Now certain merozoites enters into the blood, the remaining merozoites once again they infect the liver cells. Now certain merozoites when enter into the blood cells, it directly goes and infects the erythrocytes, means RBC. When it infects the erythrocytes, now what happened, now the merozoites forms the next stage, that is called as a ring stage, called as a trophozoite stage, which is very visible in the microscope. Okay, it mainly helps in the diagnosis. Okay, it can easily identified in the microscope. Yavri stage, tropozoan stage or ring stage. Okay, from the tropozoan stage finally it formed the schizon stage. Okay, from the schizon stage next what happened, it undergo for the multiple fission, asexual reproduction, where it ruptures. Now RBC ruptures and releases the now releases the merozoites. Now RBC ruptures and releases the merozoite. Now again these merozoites once again infects into the RBC. Okay, again this cycle goes on, continues. When it ruptures the RBC, it not only releases the merozoites, it also releases what? A toxic substance called as hemozoin. Okay, due to the release of this toxic substance hemozoin, now the person starts showing the symptoms. Yavelari malaria symptoms. Remember, now one ಹೇಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ, malaria symptoms ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರಬಹುದು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ 1 day ಜ್ವರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 2-3 days ಮತ್ತೆ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮತ್ತೆ ಜ್ವರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ವೇಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಿಕ್ ವೇ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 day ಜ್ವರ ಬರೋದು, 2 ದಿನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡೇ ಜ್ವರ ಬರೋದು, ಮತ್ತೆ 2 ದಿನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು. Why it happens? Because see, this cycle, to complete this cycle, you ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು erythrocytic cycle complete ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ it requires 48 hours. Okay, it requires about 2 days. Okay, so what happens when the symptoms are shown ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, when there is the release of the hemozoin toxic substance. So ಯಾವಾಗ hemozoin toxic substance release ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು symptoms ತೋರ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So once again the hemozoin related symptoms ತೋರಿಸಿ, once again ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಗೇನ್ 48 hours ಮೇಲೆ ಅದಾದ್ರೆ once again it releases the hemozoin. that time it shows the symptoms. That's why you are getting the fever. ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತ್ರಿ, ಒಂದಿನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದಿನ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಜ್ವರ ಬಂದ್ರೆ 2 ದಿನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ದಿನ, this systemic way ಒಳಗದ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so what happens, see, certain merozoites differentiate themselves and forms the gametocyte. Gametocytes means male gametocyte and female gametocytes. Gametocytes are those cells which are produce the gametes. Okay, gametes ಅಲ್ಲ ಇವು, gametocytes ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ gametes produce ಮಾಡ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ ಅದು gametocytes ಅಂತೀವಿ. Okay, so ಇದು only certain cells get differentiate and forms the gametocytes and they remain dormant. Further stages will be not seen in the human. Further cycle stages, ನೀವು ಫರ್ದರ್ ಏನು ಆಗಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಆ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಒಳಗ, ಅದು ನಿನಗೆ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಒಳಗ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಫರ್ದರ್ ನಿನಗೆ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ಅದು gametocyte should form a gamete ovum and what sperm. If it should want to form it want a very cool temperature. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, cold temperature ಬೇಕು. But human body ಒಳಗ due to the warm temperature it doesn't forms the gametes. Okay, to further the life cycle complete ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ it requires other host. The other host is nothing but here mosquito. Okay, so what happened when other mosquito comes and bite that infected persons, it not only take the blood meals, along with the blood meals it takes gametocytes also. Okay, once it takes the gametocytes, what happened next here? Can everybody see this? ನಿಮಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಹೇಳೋ ಬದಲು ನಾನು ಹಿಂಗೂ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊ, ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗೋ ಮುಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, now it sucks the gametocytes. Okay, now what happened, now the blood along with the blood the gametocytes also enters. Now it will directly go into where, now it directly go into the gut system. Okay, now the gametocytes directly enter into the stomach. Okay, so what happened, once gametocytes directly enter into the stomach, now what happened, now the temperature will be cool here. Okay, temperature will be very low. As a result, now the gametocytes, now the male gametocytes mainly forms the microgamete and the female gametocytes mainly forms the macrogamete. Means male gametocytes mainly forms the sperm, the female gametocytes mainly forms the egg. Once the sperm and egg is formed, what happened, further the sperm fertilize the egg and form the diploid zygote. This everything happens in the stomach, that is midgut only. See, gametes comes, it combines and it forms the zygote. Everything happens in the stomach only. So next what happens, the zygote will be a non-motile. It will be a non-motile. Okay, so further it changes its shapes and forms into the motile shape. Further it changes like elongated shape and it becomes the motile. It is called as eukaryote. Okay, it is called as a eukaryote. Okay, next what happened, now this eukaryote what happened, it's further moved from the what midgut into the surface of the gut region. ಅದೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಇದು ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತ್ರಿ, ಇದು ನಾನ್ ಮೋಟೈಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಸ್ಟಮಕ್ ಒಳಗಡೆನೆ ಇದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಝೈಗೋಟ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಇದು ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟಮಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಫರ್ದರ್ ನೀನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟಮಕ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನೀನು ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದ ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ನಾವು ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟಮಕ್ ಗಟ್ಲಿಂದ ಅದು ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದ ಮೋಟೈಲ್ oocyte. Okay, now what happened, now this motile oocyte, what happened, it comes to the surface of the gut. Okay, surface of the gut, and it's penetrate the gut wall, and it reaches the surface of the gut. Okay, and it forms the cyst like structure. Okay, ಅದು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದು ಈ ಗಟ್ ವಾಲ್ ನ ಪೆನಿಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತ್ರಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. ಈಗ ಒಳಗಿದ್ರೆ along with the other red blood cells it also get ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ತನಕ ಝೈಗೋಟ್ ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ ನಾನ್ ಮೋಟೈಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ನಾನ್ ಮೋಟೈಲ್ ಟು ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ಇಂಟು ದ ಮೋಟೈಲ್ oocyte. Once it differentiate into the motile oocyte, what happens, it penetrates the gut wall, and it penetrating the gut wall, and it occupies the surface area of the gut wall, and it forms the cyst like structure called as oocyst. Inantari cyst like structure called as oocyst. Now within the cyst what happens, it goes on, what happens, cell division. Within the cyst there will be a multiple fission, cell division agutta. When it undergo for the cell division, later it is going to forms the thousands or lakhs together a slender shapes, once again sporozoites. Okay, so once it's formed the 1000 or 10,000 sporozoites, now the what happened, oocyst ruptures. Now oocyst ruptures and releases this sporozoites. Now these sporozoites directly enter into the salivary gland of the mosquito. So what happened, once it enter into the salivary gland of mosquito, once again what happened, when that mosquito goes and bite to the other uninfected person, now along with the salivary gland the sporozoites also enter into the uninfected person. As a result he gain the what, pathogen, and become a infected person. Okay, ನಿಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಕತ್ತೀನಿ. Okay, if you are not understood, I am going to tell you once more with the diagrammatic representation or with the video. Okay, with video ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೇಳೋಣ್ರಿ. Okay, probably you can get. Sorry, something has went wrong in previous. Okay, I will explain you. Okay, see, again diagrammatic explain madide. I will going to explain with video. Probably you will understand, you know, clear agutte. Okay, so now I am going to explain with video. See, okay, so what happened? See, when a mosquitoes comes and bites. Okay, see, now you can see that mosquito here come, now the infected mosquito. Okay, initially now we are talking about life cycle of Plasmodium. Okay, it requires two hosts. So I am going to explain what happens in the human host first, how exactly the asexual phase going to complete. Later I am going for mosquito phase where the sexual phase is going to complete. Okay, first think that now the mosquito is infected with the what pathogen. Now the infected mosquito comes and bites to the human. What happened here? When it comes and bites to the human, during the sucking up of the blood meal, along with the sucking up of the blood meal, it also releases the saliva within the human body. Okay, see, now it is going to sucking the blood. Okay, what happened? We will see the inside exactly how it will happen. See, along the sucking the blood meal, it also releases its saliva. So now the saliva, remember, saliva is now going to contain the pathogen, nothing but they are in the sporozoids forms. Okay, now it releases the sporozoids. Okay, now the sporozoid starts moving into the blood vessels. Okay, see, it going to release the thousands of sporozoids. Okay, now these thousands of sporozoids starts moving into the blood. Now what happened? It can't stay within the blood. Okay, why means it can undergo for phagocytosis, because your white blood cell easily it can recognize the pathogen and it can kill that one. Okay, so it should escape from the blood. So within the half an hour, it escapes from the blood and enter into the liver. Okay, why ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು? Because ಅದು phagocytosis ಆಗಬಾರದು. If phagocytosis happens, the pathogen will be killed. Okay, now it should escape from the defense mechanism. So to escape from the defense mechanisms, now what happens? Sporozoids get escapes from the blood vessels into the liver. Okay, so once it enter into the liver, what happens? See, now it starts migrating. Okay, now it starts migrating in the blood vessels and starts entry into the liver cell. Okay, it is also called as Kupffer cells. Okay, hepatic cells. See, can you see that? Now it's trying to entry into the liver cell. Okay, once it gains the entry into the liver cell, see, now it starts infecting the liver cells. Okay, now what happened? Due to the infections, certain cells will be undergo for death. Those are called as necrotic cells anta heltare. Okay, so what happens once it starts infecting? What happens? Now the sporozoid starts growing in the large. This stage is called as schizon stage. Within the schizon, it undergo for the asexual reproduction. See, so more number of merozoids are formed. Once it's formed the very large amount of merozoids, now the cell that ruptures. See, now the cell getting ruptures. Now it starts entering into the what? Blood cells. Okay, now it starts entering into the blood vessels. What I told, certain merozoids enter into the blood vessels, whereas the certain merozoids once again it go and reinfects the liver cells. So what happened once it enter into the blood vessels? See, now the merozoids are escaping and entering into the blood vessels. Once it enter into the blood vessels, now what happened? It doesn't live longer for the blood serum alli adu long agi iralla. Yakandre it can be recognized by the white blood cells. So it want to entry into the red blood cells. Now it starts infecting in the red blood cells. See, now it starts infecting the RBC. Okay, now it's gain entry into the RBC. Okay, once it gains entry into the RBC, it undergo the asexual reproduction once again. It forms the schizon stage. From the schizon stage into the merozoids, a more amount of merozoids are formed. What happened? I am already told. Now a large amount of merozoids are formed within the infected cells. Okay, now the infected cells get sticky. Once it gets sticky, it stick into the what? Blood vessels. Okay, once it gets stick into the blood vessels, now the RBC gets ruptures and releases the merozoids. Now once again the released merozoids goes and affects the other RBCs. So this cycle goes on continue. Okay, so while rupturing the RBC, it's not only releases the merozoids, along with the merozoids it releases what? a toxic substance called as hemozoin. Okay, due to release of this hemozoin, what happened? You are going to show the symptoms now. Okay, malaria symptoms ಏನಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಆ symptoms ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ತೋರಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, like fever, vomiting, headache. Now the symptoms starts, exactly the symptoms starts after the after getting the ಯಾವಾಗ್ರಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ, ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ. ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದು ಬೇರೆ, ನೀವು ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿಸೋದು ಬೇರೆ. ಆ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಗ್ಯಾಪಿಗೆ ಏನಂತೀರಿ ನೀವು? ಇನ್ಕ್ಯುಬೇಷನ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅಂತೀರಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಟಮ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಏನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀರಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ, ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ ಒಳಗೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದ ಲಿವರ್ cells where it stays for 18 to 14 days. Now next comes to the blood cells. So it is incubation period here will be about 4 weeks. After 4 weeks adamele you start showing the first symptoms. Okay, so what happened? Okay, now what I already told, certain, now what happened, now certain merozoites, what are, remember, now certain merozoites, see, now it ruptures and releases the merozoite. Now these certain merozoites, what happened? It differentiates and forms into the gametocytes. Okay, male gametocytes and female gametocytes. Okay, now what happened? And it will remains as a dormant. Okay, okay, once again, when, see, it will remains like this as a dormant. So once again, when other mosquito comes and bites the same person, infected person, along with the blood meal, now it is going to take the gametocytes also, along with the merozoites and gametocytes. Okay, now other cycle, now next cycle will be completed in the other host, that is the secondary host, that will be a mosquito, that is sexual phase will be completed in the mosquito. We will see the next phase. Okay, see, now what happened once gametocytes is taken by mosquito, what exactly happened when it comes in within the mosquito? See, already I said that it will be a female mosquito. Why? Means there will be development of ovary, that's why it is going to feed blood. Okay, so what happened? See, now see, now merozoites and gametocytes will be entered in the gut region of the mosquito. So what happened next? See, now it's, remember in back I am already told that within the human it will be in the dormant stage. Only they are going to form the male gametocytes and female gametocytes. Now the gametes will be formed within the mosquito gut. Okay, see, within the mosquito stomach, now these dormant agidanta gametocytes now undergo the formation of gametes. Can you see this? It become a female gamete. Okay, ovum agutta, male gamete will be produce a sperm. Okay, see, now sperm fertilize the egg and forms the zygote. Okay, can you see this? Now sperms goes and fertilize the egg. Okay, and forms the diploid zygote. First ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ haploid ಇರ್ತದೆ, sperm will be haploid sperm and haploid ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ovum. Once it get fertilized, it forms the diploid zygote. Okay, see how once it's formed the diploid zygote, remember what I told, that zygote will be a, what it is, a non-motile. From the non-motile it gains to the other structure which will be a motile called as ookanite. Okay, now the ookanite starts moving from the gut region to the wall of the gut. It want to escape from the gut. ಯಾಕ ಅದು gut ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ it is undergo for digestion. It may digest by the mosquito gut. So ಅದು escape ಆಗಬೇಕು ಈಗ gut region ಇಂದ. So it want to escape. So what happened? Now the motile ookanite start to penetrate the gut wall of the mosquito. So it moves to the gut wall of the mosquito. You can see now. See, now exactly it starts move to the gut wall. Okay, now it's penetrate the gut wall of the mosquito and forms the cyst. Can everybody see this now? See, it's moving. Now it penetrates and come outside. See now? Now it's getting penetrate and it's come outside and it forms the cyst. Cyst-like structure. Now it is called as oocyst. Now what happened? Within the oocyst, it undergo for the cell division. Later it is going to form the thousands of the slender shape. Once again the sporozoids. Okay. Once again the sporozoids will be get developed. Okay. Now the oocyst ruptures and releases the thousands of sporozoids. Now these thousands of sporozoids once again move to the salivary gland of the mosquito. Can everybody see this? Now these thousands of sporozoids is moving to the salivary gland of mosquito. So once it's gained the entry into the salivary gland, what happens when this infected mosquito, once it's bite to the other uninfected persons, once again it going to releases the pathogen. See, once again it is going to releases the pathogen. Now that person will get infected by malaria. This life cycle goes on continuous. Hope everybody understood. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Okay? We will see the video with voice now. Okay? ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ with voice ಇರುವಂತ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. Okay? Now you can easily understand.
Malaria is transmitted among humans through the bite of an infected female Anopheles mosquito. The process starts when an infected insect lands on its victim and pierces the skin with their proboscis, a long straw-like